Hi, this is Dr. Kunka Bheemalingappa, Faculty of CSE in VNR VJEC. I heartily welcome you. In this video, we are going to discuss about tuples in Python. Coming to the contents, these are the contents that what we are going to cover in this video. First, what do you mean by a tuple, and then operations on tuple. First, what do you mean by this tuple? Like list, tuple also refers to a group of data. The major difference between list and tuple is that lists are mutable, whereas tuples are immutable. What do you mean by this? Mutability and immutability. Mutable in the sense, the content of the, we are known that lists are mutable. Mutability means the content of a list can be changed. Tuples are immutable. Immutable means the content of a list the content of a tuple cannot be changed. That is the major difference between tuple and list. Like list, tuples are also ordered. The major difference is lists are mutable and tuples are immutable. Now we are going to look at the creation of a list, how to create a list. Now we are going to look at the creation of a tuple. So for creating a tuple, you have to use a pair of open and close parentheses, whereas for creating a list, you have to use a pair of square brackets, that is open square bracket and close square bracket. So let us create a list, let us create a tuple. Here is an example showing how to creation of a tuple. So this is a first tuple what we are creating. Like creation of empty list, we can also create an empty tuple. So creation is like this. You are going to use parenthesis and you are not going to give any data if you want to create empty tuple. So this is what this. And here I have created a tuple with some integer data, and I just try to print that the content of that tuple, and then the content of this tuple can be heterogeneous data. Here you have same type of integer type of data. Here you have different type of data. So that is the reason I have given the name for this tuple as a mixed tuple. It has 3 elements. One is of integer data, second one is of string, and third one is of float data, like this. And this is a creating a nested tuple. So like in a list you can have nested list. In a tuple also you can have that is nested tuple. So this tuple has, these are the elements. This is a string. This is a set. Of course, I have not yet discussed about sets. So the elements of this set are enclosed in curly braces. And this is once again another tuple. So this is the nested tuple. So in the next slide, I just shown the output when you execute this code, that what you are going to get. So first we have created this empty tuple and we printed. So you got that empty tuple, and then tuple with integer data, it has got printed, and then tuple with different types of data, and also a nested tuple content we have displayed here. So in the code you have this print 4 times. So you got 4 lines of output here. The first line output corresponds to first print statement. Similarly, the last line output you got from the last print statement in the code. Yeah. Now let us see how to create this list by ourselves. What you are supposed to do? First you have to give the name of the list. The name of the list, suppose for example, I am giving say tuple underscore 1. This is the tuple. You are known that for creation of a tuple, you have to use this parenthesis. So after that I try to print the content of that list, so that whether it is here I have not given any data. So what will happen? Empty list it is going to get created. Tuple underscore 1. Yeah. Let us execute this code. It is slow, it seems. Yeah, see, you have got only this parenthesis without data. No data is enclosed between this parenthesis. That means that is a empty tuple. So let us create one more tuple by name, say 2, and this is the, for a tuple you have to use what? Parenthesis. So suppose you have this data, 8, 5, 9, 6, 74, 82. This is the list, tuple that what we have. So let us create, and then we can verify the content of this tuple. So it has got created. You can verify what are the contents of this tuple 2. For that you can use this print function, print tuple underscore 2. Tuple underscore 2. Execute this. Press Ctrl Enter. So this is the content of this tuple 2. It has 5 elements. So this is how you can create a tuple. If you want to create tuple with this is a homogeneous data. If you want to create a tuple with different type of data, right, you can create it. Is up to you. For example, let me create a tuple by name tuple underscore 3. This is the name of the tuple. Here I am going to use for creation of a tuple you are supposed to use parenthesis, right? Yeah. First I am taking some integer data, say, and then say some string. String must be enclosed in parenthesis, Bhishma, and then some character if you want to create, you can create, and then some float data if you want to create, you can create 56.27 like this. So this is a tuple having different type of data. So let us create this and see the content of this tuple. So it has got created. So if you want to see the content of this list, what you are supposed to do, you can use print tuple underscore 3. The name of the tuple here is what? Tuple underscore 3. So this is how you can create a list. Tuple. So this is the tuple having heterogeneous data. And then suppose there is only one element in a tuple. Then what you are supposed to do, tuple underscore 4, let me give the name, is you have to use what? Parenthesis for creation of a tuple. So I am giving the data as a 45. After that, if you have a single item, then it is mandatory for you to use this single parenthesis. If you don't use this not single parenthesis, that is a comma. If you don't this comma, what will happen? There will be a confusion whether it is a function or that is a tuple. That is the reason. If you, whenever you have a single element, after that element you have to use this comma. Let us execute this. See, it has been got executed successfully. If you want to display its content, you can print tuple underscore 4, right? Tuple underscore 4. This is how you can create and see the contents of a list. And then, as I told you, if you try to create a tuple, whenever you have this a single element without using this comma, then it is going to throw an error, right? So tuple, let me show you that, so that tuple underscore 5. Suppose you have the value say 98, and after that you are not using any comma, right? So then what will happen? See, you are going to get an error. Tuple 5 is not defined, right? I think I understood the importance of this comma whenever you have single element after that element. So it is most important. And then we have created some tuples. Now we are going to look at how to access the elements of a tuple. In a Python, we can access an element by using its index along with that is okay square brackets. It is same as that of that is a list. Even in list, whenever you want to access some element, you are going to use this index number inside the square brackets, indicating which particular element you wanted to get access. See, here is some example. This is the sample tuple consisting of 6 fruits names. And then when I want to refer to this apple, I have used the index as okay 0, being this apple is there in the first position, and you are known that tuple or the list, they both follow this 0 based indexing. So that is the reason in place of this statement, it has displayed a value as what? Apple. In a similar fashion, tuple 1, you are known in the position 1, there is a mango. That is the reason it has got displayed mango. And coming to this third print statement, here you have -1. You have that is positive indexing as well as negative indexing. Your positive indexing moves from okay left to right. Negative indexing moves from right to left. Positive indexing starts with 0. Negative indexing starts with -1. So here you have got -1. So that is last item is berries, so it has got displayed. And -2, that is last but one item. So it has displayed that item here. So this way we can access the individual elements of the tuple. Now moving on, we can see with an example. We have created some lists, right? We have created some lists. Tuple 2 is having say some elements, that is integer data. So first for our easy reference, let me display the content of that tuple 2, and then we try to access individual elements of this list randomly. So it has 5 elements, not 5, that is 6, right? And you are known that the indexes of these values, the index of 74 is what? 5. If you want, you can know the how many elements are there in a list. Sorry, we are talking about tuple, right? So how many elements are there in a tuple? So for that, what you are supposed to do, print length of what is the name of that tuple? Tuple underscore 2. Yeah, let us execute this. There are 6 items in this tuple, we are known. So the index of last item is what? 5. Forward or positive indexing, we say, right? So the number of elements is 6 in the sense index range from 0 to 5. So the index of last element will be of that is 6, and its is 6, and its value is of here, that is 82. So now let us display the content of print directly you can use what tuple in in what position item of this tuple wanted to get printed. That is tuple underscore 2. That is the name of the list. Dot what you are supposed to use in this. What you are supposed to use. That is, you are supposed to give that square brackets. Inside that square brackets, the index or position number of the element you have to mention. So you are known there are 6 elements. In the 0th position you have 8, position 1 you have 5, and so on. So if I wanted to know what is the element that is there in the position 3, you are known that in the position 3 you have the value that is 6. So using this print statement, it is going to display the value that is there in the position 6. This is how you can access the individual elements of this. Print tuple underscore 2. If you want to refer to last index item, what is the index that you are supposed to use? You have to use that index value in the square brackets. Don't forget about that, okay, square brackets. If I use say -1, you are known -1, it refers to what? Last item. Here last item is what? 82. Last item is 82. So I am displaying both. You can also, how do you access the last element? By using forward indexing. That is, in forward indexing, indexing starts with 0. So there are 6 elements in the sense what? The index of last element will be of 5. So tuple underscore 2, you can access the, I'm showing how to access this last element using forward indexing as well as negative indexing. Tuple underscore in the square brackets, what you are supposed to do? Can you notice? Yeah, this bracket is not required. After the name, you have to use this square brackets. So you don't find any errors. Right now, its value is a 5, index value. So in the position 5, you have the 82. So this 82, it is going to get printed twice using last print statements. And using first print statement, you are going to get the value that is 6, being you are known that in the position 3, there is a 6 in the list. See. So using first print statement, you got printed that is 6. Using last 2 print statements, using forward indexing and backward indexing, the last element has got printed, that is 82. Yeah, this is how you can use this index. I think you understood. Next, slicing in a tuple. So it will have like a start index and end index. They both separated with this colon operator, and the values that are there in this list, they are going to get printed using excluding that last index value. For example, here I am using 1 through 1 colon 5, in the sense starting from index 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 elements it is going to get displayed. See, this is a list having 6 elements, and you are trying to access 1 through 5. 1 through 5 in the sense excluding last index. The elements are going to get printed. Excluding 5 in the sense up to 4. So 1 to 4. So 4 values it has got displayed. And then using this is using negative indexing. Here The start index is we have not mentioned. We have mentioned only this minus 3. That is the last index. Last index minus 3 in the sense yeah, you are known about this negative indexing. Negative indexing. So starting from 0th index, if you don't mention, by default it is going to take it as a 0. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to this starting from 0. So apple, mango, banana, orange. It is going to excluding that minus 3 in the sense up to 0 to minus 3, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So excluding this last index, in the sense up to this it is going to display. So that is the reason you are going to get apple, mango and banana. So that's what. And then using this print statement, I have not mentioned any start index and last index. In the sense all the elements that whatever they are there in that list, they are going to get displayed. So there is one more way of getting all the content of that tuple get displayed. By using only the tuple name also, you can get the whole content of that tuple. So this is how this slicing of tuple it works. I think you have understood. We have seen some example also. Now on the list that what we have created, we try to use this like a slicing operation. So slicing operation will consist two parts. Both are separated with this colon. First part is start index and second part is end index. So that is what this. Let us go back and so you are known. You can take some list. Take for example that is tuple 2. You are known. What is the content that is there in that list, right? There are 6 elements. So first let me print out that. Yeah. Print. Name of the tuple is what? Tuple underscore 2. Tuple underscore 2. Let us execute this cell. See, this is the content of this tuple. Right now we are discussing about slicing the tuple, right? So you can use this slicing in combination with name of the tuple on which you want to use. So what I am doing here, the name of the tuple here is what? Tuple underscore 2. Tuple underscore 2. And in the square bracket, you have to use this square brackets for denoting this slicing, that is start index and end index. They both are separated with this colon, you are known, right? So tuple underscore 2, this is what? Yeah, I wanted to print the values in the range 1 to 4. 1 to 4 in the sense excluding, you are supposed to use what? Not hyphen, that is a colon you are supposed to use. So this is how you can use print. Yeah, let us execute this cell. What happens? Tuple 2 is not defined. Name tuple. Yeah, spell mistake is there. Yes, let me. Okay, no problem. Print tuple underscore 2. You have to be careful about the names. What you are selecting. Yeah, tuple underscore 2. Slicing. For that you have to use square brackets. I'm using 2 colon say 5. 2 colon 5 in the sense what? Excluding 5 up to 4. So 2 to 4 in the sense 2, 3, 4. In the positions 2, 3, 4, what value it is there, it is going to get okay displayed. You are known in the positions 2, 3, 4, what are the values that what you have. In the position 0, you have 8. In the position 1, you have 1. So this is a position of 2. So in the position 2, you have 9. In the position 3, in the position 4, you have 74. So 9, 6, 74, it is going to get displayed on execution of this. I think I understood this. So this is how this slicing function it works. Print tuple underscore 2. If you don't mention any start index and end index values, then but this colon is mandatory, which separates the both, and you can just execute this code and verify okay what will happen. Yeah, do you notice? Yeah, print tuple underscore, yeah, everything fine. Let us execute this code and see. All the elements of this list, it is going to get a display if you don't mention this indices. If you do not mention this start index and end index are optional. If you do not mention them, start index will be taken as 0 and last index will be taken as last item in the list. Let me show you that. Yeah, print, the name of the tuple here is what? Tuple underscore 2, tuple underscore 2, tuple underscore 2. I don't mention any start index. I can mention only the start index. You are known that there are 6 elements. If I suppose you say 3, excluding last index, in the sense up to 2. So 0, 1, 2. The values in the position 0, 1, 2, it is going to get displayed. Let us execute this code. You are known that in the position 0, 1, 2, you have the values 8, 5, 9 respectively. This is how this, you can use this like a slicing function in tuple. If you don't mention here, in the previous case, I have not used this start index. In this case, I am not going to mention that okay, last index. So tuple underscore 2, tuple underscore 2 in the square brackets, but a separator which separates start index and end index is mandatory. If I mention, say, for example, here 6, then what will happen? All the elements starting from 0, excluding last index. Last index here is 6. So excluding last index in the sense up to 5. 0 through 5 elements, it is going to get okay displayed. So let us execute this code and verify the output. So here itself we have this list 8, 5, 9, 6, original list, 6 elements, right? Here I have not mentioned. So you have, yeah, indexing starts with 0, right? That is the reason 0 through 5. 0 through 5 in the sense you are going to get this 8 through, that is 82 itself, 8, 5, 9, 6, 74, 82. If you make this 6 as 5, then you can notice some difference. That is up to 74 only it is going to get a display. So for that what you can do is this, print tuple underscore 2, separator, start index is optional, and second index is, that is 5, forward indexing. In this up to 4, Okay, 0 to 4 in the sense that is 5 elements. The first 5 elements in the list, it is going to get displayed. See, these are the first 5 elements. So it has got displayed. That is what this slicing in tuples, slicing operation in tuple. I think I understood this. Next, we can come. We have created some more list, right? If you want to remove a list, tuple, you are available with the function by name, not function. Yeah. That is a keyword, that is delete. Using that, right, you can directly delete. So delete space the name of the tuple, that what you want to create or delete. So here I have created so many tuples, it seems. Tuple 1, tuple 2, tuple 3. Suppose, for example, if you verify the contents of this tuple 3, print underscore, tuple underscore 3. It has some, let us execute this. So this is a tuple having a heterogeneous data. If I use this, if you want to delete this tuple, if you think that you don't require anymore, then in that case only, right, you can go for deletion, right? Delete tuple before and after, let me print. So print the name of the tuple is what? Tuple underscore 3. Tuple underscore 3. Tuple underscore 3. First printing and then I am deleting. Later we will try to print. When you try to print, when you are going to refer to some tuple which does not exist, then it is going to throw an error. So tuple underscore 3. Let me execute this code. See, I just printed and then that I have deleted. Now if you try to refer to that tuple, it says there is no tuple by that name. So print tuple underscore 3. See, in the name also you don't find that tuple. You are known what was the name of the tuple, tuple underscore 3. In the list also you don't find once you are deleted. So if you, it is going to throw an error obviously, because that there is no a tuple with that name. Okay, there is no tuple with that name. Thank you for watching the video. Wish you a good day.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.